How is this a miracle of modern shaving, and why does it outperform these? Well, I'm going to show you. Let me just go through the evolution of where I've come from with shaving and why I've got the Philips One Blade now. So everybody starts off with the wet shave, and fantastic thing, gives you a great shave. Two things though, if you've let your hair grow for a few days, it's difficult and it can be a bit painful as well. Also for me, it cut so close that the hairs, when they regrew, I had ingrowing hairs, which meant that I got spots and it was uncomfortable and you'd be itching them, so not the best in the world. So then, for convenience and ease of use, especially if I was shaving in the car on the way to work, first of all I got a FiliShave. This is probably the 6th iteration. It's great, floating heads, 3 of them, nice close shave. Again, you can't use it when you've got a few days growth though. Also, it's that good that for me it shaved too close and I got the ingrowing hairs again, but I used that for years. And if I wasn't using that, I'd use a Braun one. So basically, instead of the floating heads, you had the foil. Again, great if you haven't got a few days growth, but painful if you have. You've got the trimmers on both of them, and that one. You've got the trimmer on that one. So you can do detail, but not that easily, and they're cumbersome. So I moved on from those about 4 years ago. Again, primarily due to the ingrowing hairs and the convenience. I got this, it's a Babyliss for men, and I've used it for 4 years, so that's how good it is. But I've only stopped using it now because of the One Blade, because the One Blade is so much better. So what this did for me, gave me the convenience of shaving if I'd left it for a few days. It took it down to stubble, very fine stubble. So if you have a look at it, when you turn it on, you can get down to 0.4 millimeters, or you can increase that. So 1 millimeter, all the way up to, I think it's about 4 millimeters. Oh no, 6 millimeters. So great for beard trimming, but not so great if you want a proper shave. But what it did do was it just ensured that I looked presentable and I didn't have the pain and hassle of the ingrowing hairs. So 4 years worth of using this, great tool. Charges up and you've got 70 minutes of charge, probably on less than an hour's charging. So yeah, I'd still recommend that, especially if you've got a beard type trim that you want to do. But less about those others, let's move on to this. It's the QP2360, I think it's the 2630. Now there's a few models. You've got a Pro version which is above this, and you've got one underneath it. But this, with a 4-hour charge, you've got around about 40 to 45 minutes use of it. The blade just comes off like that. I'll show you more detail later, and pops back on. And basically, you can get 3 blades for about £10, and you should have a year's worth of shaving there. So why do I prefer this over all those others? Well, it gives me an extremely close shave. I can use it even if I haven't had a shave for a few days, so the bristles are longer. It's comfortable, I don't get the ingrowing hairs, and it's convenient. So it ticks every box for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to show you the benefit of using the One Blade over the Babyliss, or the beard trimmer. I'm going to have a shave or a trim using this, and you'll see what's left, and then we'll go over it again with this. With both of them, obviously I've got the benefit of no ingrowing hairs, but the performance of this over this is unreal. The other thing with the beard trimmer is as well, it gets stuck, and it makes me bleed sometimes, just there and there. But we'll use this, then we'll use the One Blade. So really easy to use, no messing around. And you've got a guard on it as well. So you shouldn't really hurt yourself at all. Oh, you can't knock this. So it was quick and easy, and it's given me a shave. I've got stubble on there, but more than presentable those to go out. So those are the pros. The only cons for me is on this side, I've really got to work a bit harder to catch all the hairs. As I say, it can catch sometimes, it catches in the skin for some reason, and also down there. But other than that, I've been using it for 4 years because it's absolutely fantastic. But let's have a look at the one blade. Before we do that though, so this is the Babyliss. I don't know if you can see it. You should certainly be able to hear it. It's bristly. So it's like I've got a day's growth on there if I've had a wet shave. But it's done a good job. It's not very accurate on the trimming, on the sideburns there. So I tend not to do that. But it does exactly what it should do. What I want to show you though is the difference that the one blade, which ultimately is a dry shaving system, gives you. And it's as close as I've got to a wet shave from a dry shave without having any ingrowing hairs. So we've got the one blade, it's all charged up. Simply turn it on there and you're off. It's got a plate that helps it slide over your skin very, very easily. The only thing that you've got to do when you're using it is you go against the grain of the hair. So instead of shaving down like that, I'll be shaving up there and across there. But let's see it in action. You can hear it there. Right. And I'll trim it as well. Get all the hairs that are up on your cheek. And you should be able to hear that doing its job. Okay. Now there's nothing anymore. That's like I've had a wet shave, and it's only going over it roughly as well. So we'll do the rest. Now I'm bleeding slightly there, so that's actually from the Babyliss. I haven't started shaving there yet. Right, that's it. And that is a smooth shave. As I say, it's the closest, it's the closest I've had to not having a wet shave and not having ingrowing hairs. So I could definitely go out in the sunlight tomorrow and nobody would say a thing. But more than anything else, I think it was the ease of use. And for £10 for a year for 3 blades, can't knock that. So yeah, is that a recommendation? Well, it's the best recommendation I can give you. This really has been for me an absolute game changer. To go through it again, you can have a few days growth and shave with this without any pain, easily and quickly. You get a number of heads with this one, so you can do your body trimming if you want to. I've used it on chest hairs, etc, etc, and it works fantastically. I'll show you what you actually get with this, because you do get a few accessories with it. But it cost me, I think I missed it when it was on offer at about £30, so I think I paid about £42 for this. And this is now my go-to shaver, so big recommendation. So what's in the box? Well, to start off with, you get your carry bag, which is useful for when traveling. You obviously get your one blade, and you get something else for traveling as well. If you open this up and just pop it in there and close it, the blade's not going to get damaged when it's in your bag. So that's great for traveling and protecting it. We take that off, pop it back down. In this particular kit, that's your personal grooming blade, which, as I said, works fine, and in the more personal grooming areas as well. You get 4 beard trimming lengths, so 1, 2, 3 and 5mm. And to use those, again, it's simply a case of just pop it in like that and then knock it home, and there's your blade. You can see it there. Very easy to put on, very easy to take off, and that's just another personal grooming blade as well. To change them, all you do, get it, pull it off, replace it, throw this one away, and off you go again. So as I said, I think it's 4-hour charge for 45 minutes of use. Very ergonomic. So there you have it, the Philips One Blade. I've explained why I use it, which is basically it gives me the closest shave without a wet shave. It gives as close a shave as the Philly shave and the Braun ever did, but it doesn't burn the skin. Sometimes with those, if you worked on an area for too long, or if you pushed on too hard, it literally took a surface of skin off. So you don't get that with this. Good value, 3 blades, £10, they'll last for a year. And I think that's based on shaving 2 or 3 times a week, that. So just to give you an idea. But yeah, for £42, you get all sorts of accessories with it. It's very ergonomic, very easy to use, gives a fantastic shave, no more ingrowing hairs, and I look respectable. I think I look respectable anyway. So you can see and feel how smooth that is after the shave. And in all honesty, I haven't really, so you can feel how smooth that is. And in all honesty, I haven't really spent that much time doing it, but on the chin, smooth, on the cheeks, smooth, the neck, smooth. So much better than the beard trimmer. Right. The accessories.